Okay, hey guys, Diamond Duchess here. This is my very first video. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Just come on in. Okay, cold drinks in the fridge. Help yourself. I've lost my pen. I'm not set up for this. Why did I think I was ready? Where did it go? Oh God. There it is. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so first of all, I am working on Curl Up with a Good Book by Randall Spangler from Diamond Art Club. So yeah, this feels so weird talking to my phone and not having anyone in the room with me. I'm not used to this stuff. Why did I think I could do a YouTube channel? Okay, so I am the Diamond Duchess. How you doing? Oh bugger, what am I working on? Sorry, I am very unorganized. I am not used to this at all. Okay, so I have decided to start this channel thanks to Mrs.Coffee with her 1 hour whip and chat challenge. So yeah, let's get into it. What am I after? 17? 17 is L. Okay, so how are you all doing? Like I said, very first video. Excuse the show. Oh look, I am really not organised. Trust me, it's not always going to be like this, I promise. Oh look, this camera is going to get in my way. It's a brand new lazy arm that I have, and no, we finished with that colour. I don't need that. What am I doing? Yeah, brand new lazy arm. I thought, yep, great, get this off AliExpress. No, Etsy. Not Etsy, eBay. I'll get it right. Yeah, I'm not good in front of a camera. So, and when the lazy arm came, I've just set it up just now. It's just come today. And I've realised that I should have ordered something a bit more stable, because this is going to bounce. My little unicorn there. That's a little unicorn. So yeah, I'm going to be constantly hitting this. I am going to be constantly having it bounce. I'm just not prepared for this at all. But anyway, we will soldier on and we will try our best to get this done. I've got to refill that. Okay, so very first video. Diamond Duchess, welcome to my channel. Like I said, come on in. Cold drinks in the fridge. Help yourself. Don't worry about shoes. Okay, so in the background, you may hear my partner. He is a gamer, aren't they all? And you may hear him in the background talking to his imaginary friends while I talk to you guys. I've told him to try and keep it down for the next hour. So we'll see how we go. If you hear him, you won't hear him much. I'm in my craft room. He's out in the lounge room on the computer. You might hear my dogs. They don't go off very often. I've got 2 dogs. I've got a bull Arab cross Catahoula, and I have a bull Arab cross Mastiff. Yes, I have the shakes. I'm a bit nervous, okay? Just a bit nervous. I'm not used to doing this sort of thing. Like diamond painting I'm used to, but talking in front of a camera, no, not used to talking in front of a camera at all. Those of you that have not clicked off my video by now. Thank you. Give me a chance. Just give me a chance. I swear it's not going to be like this all the time. I promise. So what okay, well, let's start with who I am. I'm Alana. That's my real name. And I live in Australia. If you couldn't tell, I don't know whether I have an Australian accent or not. I can't hear it. I've had people tell me that they thought I was from New Zealand. I am not New Zealander at all. Not that there's anything wrong with being from New Zealand. I've had people tell me that they thought I was from England. Apparently I sound like I have an English accent. I don't know. But yes, I'm Australian. I was born here in Queensland, in Longreach, which is in the middle of Queensland, and it gets extremely freaking hot. We barely get a winter. Yeah, don't even ask about snow. I don't know what snow is. Apparently it's really cold. Snow's that stuff that we get when you open the freezer on those real hot muggy days. You know, when you get that little bit of frost come out of the freezer when you open it too fast. Yeah, well, that's our snow. That's all the snow that we get. Oh, my pen is, can you even see what I'm doing? Yes. Just. My pen's from Diamond Art Club. I will get used to this, I promise. I so want to get used to this. I'm starting this channel just for something different, I guess. I don't work. I have a bit of dramas with anxiety, hence the shakes. And I do shake a bit. But that's okay. We can deal with that. So please don't pick on me with my drills, because they aren't that straight, but they do straighten. After I've done a few, I'm not used to having a camera in my face either when I'm doing this. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I've been diamond painting for about 1.5 years, I'd say, roughly. About 1.5 years. I think we all started basically because we got sick of looking at the ads on like Facebook, and it was the Wish app for me. I used to have, you know, the Wish app where you got everything cheap because it all comes from bloody China. And so I got sick of looking at these, because the first time I seen it, I was like, because I've tried paint by number in the past, and it's just a case of no, I don't want to do that. I am an artist, or I was until I sort of haven't touched it in a while. I'm a graphite artist. I'm on Facebook under Alana K, that's K-A-Y-E, graphite drawings, I think it is. If you want to go and check that out. I haven't done any drawing since I discovered diamond painting. Everything else, you sort of start diamond painting, everything else goes out the window. It's like, oh, diamond painting, okay, what's that? No, I don't do any other craft. So, but I got sick of seeing these ads and everything all over the place for diamond painting. Bloody cat hair. Because I looked at diamond painting and I'm like, No, I don't want to do that. That looks like too much like paint by numbers, and I've never liked paint by numbers. Like I said, I do a lot of drawing, like photorealistic drawing. If you're not too sure what I mean, it's not like Hannah Lynn drawing or anything like that. Like, I love Hannah Lynn and her work, but I'm very detailed in my drawing. It is photorealistic. I do a lot of horses. I was doing commission work there. People were coming to me with photos of their dogs. Can you draw my dog? I'd be like, yeah, righto, you know, and I was charging. You know, I was getting like $500 Australian per drawing at one stage because of how good I am. But it just started becoming a job, and with my drawing, I didn't want it to become a job. You know, I wasn't enjoying it. I just lost interest in it. I was competing with my drawing and I was winning a lot. But it started becoming all about winning, and I didn't like that because the pressure was just too much. So I put the pencils down and I thought, okay, let's try something else. And I thought, right, I'm sick of looking at these ads for diamond painting. Let's try this. So I ordered my first diamond painting, and I've never picked up a bloody pencil since. So yeah, so that's why I got into diamond painting, and that was about 1.5 years ago. So like I said, I live in Australia, in the middle of Queensland, in a town called Longreach. It gets extremely hot. Get back there. And when I say extremely hot, I'm talking like 45 degrees, which would roughly be over 100 degrees over in America. Like, I think we're Celsius, they're Fahrenheit over there, or the other way around, I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, it gets very hot. We don't see much rain. Actually, the past few weeks we've had a little bit of rain, which is, well, we're kind of in the middle of a flood, so we've had a bit of rain. But we usually don't see rain here in where I live, so when it does rain like this, it's awesome. It is awesome. It's only a small town. I don't live in a city or anything like that. Longreach is only a small town. Don't ask me how many people. I've got no idea. And I'm using my phone to record this, so I can't Google it either. I think we're done with that. I think, oh no, nope, another one. Okay, now I think we're done with that. So yeah, it's a very dry town. We don't have a McDonald's, we don't have a KFC, we don't have a Kmart. We have our corner grocery stores, we have bakery, we've got the necessities, but if you want to like do clothes shopping or something like that, you've pretty much got to drive 4 to 5 hours or more to the next town, well, to the nearest city town that has Kmart and all that. You got little towns in between, but nothing exciting. So yeah, so that's where I live. Now, plans for my channel, I plan on showing you around my town and my area, and me and my partner plan on taking a trip to Yeppoon, which is along the coast, on the 14th. So you will probably most likely get videos, photos, that sort of stuff. I'm going to set up a Facebook page for my YouTube channel called the Diamond Duchess Diamond Painting. So I'll let you know when that's all up and ready. So photos and everything will be going up there. Now, I don't have kids. A bit more about me. I don't have kids. I've got 2 dogs. Bull Arab, Bull Mastiff, Bull Arab, Catahoula. And they're a few years old. They aren't puppies. They're a few years old. And they are just the sweetest girls. Sweetest girls. Well, they're sweetest girls to us. If a stranger was to walk in my yard, I don't think they'd be saying they're very sweet. I've got one dog. Actually, I'll tell you a story. Me and my partner moved to Gladstone along the coast there a few years back. And we were only there for about 2 years. Now, while we were living there, we took the girls with us. And where we were renting, we had a high green fence, wooden paling fence. And there was one day the girls had dug out. They couldn't, like, they could see through the slats, the wooden palings, but they couldn't really see. Like, they could see shadows and things and, you know, that sort of stuff, but they couldn't really see who it was properly. So they got out. They were constantly getting out. Just to go and investigate something new. And they got out one day, and the dog catcher. So I don't know whether someone rang the dog catcher or the dog catcher was just in the area, but they went to doggy jail. Now, went and picked him up, and that was all fine. And when I was talking to the dog catcher, I actually said to him, I said, just out of curiosity, I said, how'd you go catching them? And he sort of looked at me and he started laughing, and he said, well, the teen girl wasn't too bad to catch. He said she didn't really want to come to us, but, you know, we got her with, well, he said he got her without much drama. He said, but the grey and white, which is my Catahoula cross Bull Arab, he said he actually had to call for backup. It took 3 guys to corner my bloody dog around the block and down the street somewhere and in to someone's yard. It's the only way, apparently, that they could get anywhere close to her. And even then, they weren't really too game to sort of just walk up to her. So they had the whole rope on a pole thing happening. And yeah, it took them over an hour to get my dog, and he had to call for backup. So it took 3 guys and over an hour to catch my dog. So I think it's safe to say that, you know, if you were going to walk in my yard, I don't think you'd be very safe, because she will defend herself. But to us, they're sweet puppies, okay? To us, they're sweet puppies. So yeah, okay, now, okay, so what I want to do with this channel, is get comfortable talking in front of my phone for a start, because that's what I'm using. I'm using my phone just on what's called a lazy arm, to record. So that's, like I said, that's why you're sort of bouncing up and down a little bit, if you can notice that. Hopefully it's not too annoying. I do apologise. I will be getting a different lazy arm system, one that will not move when I bump the table or when I breathe on it, I suppose, because it's just moving with me. So I'm going to be getting another lazy arm. So what's in store for my channel? Okay, so on my channel I plan to have, there will be a fair few whip and chats. I will be having probably a few unboxings. I'm going to do, I've got a fairly big stash at the moment, so what I'm going to do is sort of go through my stash just a couple at a time and take them out, and we'll open the boxes, go through the drills, what colours there are, where they're from, you know, if I've got dates for when I got them, when I ordered them, I'll put all that in as well. Also, so that'll be what's in my stash. So that if I do 1 or 2 diamond paintings at a time, when I show you what's in my stash and I open them up and show you and all that, that'll do for quite a few videos, because I literally have a double door cupboard, like a full double door linen cupboard full of diamond paintings. I am very much Diamond Art Club girl. I do love my Diamond Art Club. It's very rarely that I will buy from somewhere else. So I think it's safe to say I don't want to be a reviewing channel, but if something does catch my eye, I will be trying it out. At this stage, it probably won't be much, because I'm on a bit of a budget at the moment, but as we progress, if someone decides that they want me to try something, then I most likely will. I've also got some ideas for a few different things for my channel. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it's like Talk of the Town or Talk With Me Tuesday or whatever. And I plan on sort of going around town and like people out and about, I want to sort of ask some crafty questions, and if they're crafters, then have they heard of diamond painting, or have they heard of this craft or that craft, or, you know, if they've got crafting stories, you know, just out and about meeting the people. Go out and meet all the peoples. Just something different. Like, I don't want to, I know most of the most of the diamond painting channels are basically the same. You've got unboxings, you've got whip and chats. Yeah, that's basically your average diamond painting channel. I want to do something a bit different. So that's one thing that I plan on doing. Whether it works out that way, well, that could be different. I also want to do, and I don't know how I'm going to go with this. This might only be a once a month video that I put up. It will be like crafting facts. F-A-C-T, fact, where I will find strange crafting facts or world records, and I will let you know about these little things. And in the crafty world, crafty news, or crafty news. Would you pick that diamond up already? So yeah, I might even just call it crafty news. We shall find out. But that's what I've got in store. I'll have other things too. God, it feels weird talking to a camera. Now, something else I wanted to talk about is why I chose the name the Diamond Duchess. I've chosen the Diamond Duchess just because it seems to roll off the tongue, for a start. I do not class myself as a Duchess in any way. I am not better than anybody else. I can guarantee you I am not better than anyone else. But also I used to have a horse and her name was Duchess. And she was a sweet little girl. So as soon as I thought of the name Duchess, I thought, oh, Diamond Duchess, that's what we'll go with. So that's where that name come from. Before, you know, I had a few other names that I was thinking of as well. But nothing sort of seemed to stick with me. I didn't really like any other names. So yeah. What else? Well, like I said, I'm going away on the 14th, and me and my partner Barry will be going away on the 14th of this month, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Takes money to go away. So hopefully I'll have some videos of out and about, just doing my thing. And you can get to, because I know there's a lot of American viewers as well. So I'll show you a bit of Queensland. You know, what's out and about. And like I said, I'm going to do videos of around the town. We go swimming out the local river, which is nothing spectacular, but it's our local river, you know, it's special to us. Got a lot of memories out that dirty old river, and it's just a muddy old river. There's nothing real fancy about it, nothing special, but it's an outback sort of thing, you know. You go down, like you hear about kids going and swimming in the creek and all that. Well, we go swimming at our river. You know, we don't have any crocodiles yet. Yet we're all waiting for the day we have crocodiles. And I wish that had stopped bouncing. So yeah, so we'll be doing that. How am I dropping drills? Like, seriously. What else can I tell you about? I've told you about the dogs. I've got a cat. She's just a cat. Next one, I think I'll go to that one, which is 45. I'll put a few there. I'm not really much of a talker, so why have I decided I'm an introvert? Okay. I'm an introvert that doesn't really do peopling very well, and yet I went, hey, let's do a YouTube channel. Let's talk to the peoples. Let's talk to all the peoples and talk for an hour. Let's do this hour-long challenge for the first video. Yeah, real smart that was. But I appreciate the fact that Mrs.Coffee has put that challenge out there. I think it's a great idea for, you know, new YouTubers to get themselves out there. And, you know, it makes it easier for everybody to find the new YouTubers, see what they like, what they don't like. Hopefully I'm one that you'll like, hopefully. Oh, what else? I'll invite you in and then I've got nothing to talk about. Yeah, great. I've been on here for half an hour and that's it. Half an hour and I've run out of things to talk about. What else? Excuse me. Oh, the clips are coming off. Got it all clipped up. Oh, see? Bumping that again. Just stop, stop, stop. Calm your farm. Okay. 25. So yeah, I don't work. I haven't worked a proper job in, oh geez, probably about 3-4 years. I battle with anxiety and depression. Well, it's not that bad really. I'm medicated. I'm medicated. It's fine. I'm right. I've got drugs. So, you know, but last time I tried to work was when we actually came back from Gladstone. And when we were in Gladstone, I had dramas with family members there. We had dramas with money because of work. Neither me nor my partner were getting the hours that we needed to survive. So, you know, we were doing it a bit tough there for a while. If it wasn't for Mum and Dad, I think we literally would have been sleeping in the gutter a couple of times. So, you know, thanks Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad. Everybody would be lost without their Mum and Dad at some stage, I reckon. Like, my Mum and Dad have been absolute saints. So now that they're older, I find that it's my turn to look after them. So now that I'm back, Dad's just recently been diagnosed with bowel cancer, and it's spread to his liver and lung. Not a great topic to talk about, I know. Great, put up a very first video and let's talk about depressing stuff. That'll get the viewers. But, you know, so me and Dad, we've taken a few trips to Townsville up north for his treatment. And so far it's going well. Dad's gotten a bit sick here and there, as it happens, you know, with chemo. What are we going? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Phone storage got full real quick. I didn't realise I had so much crap on my phone. Okay, so let's see how we go this time. I might have to go out and get the iPad yet. Okay, so what was I? Oh, Dad. So yeah, he's doing pretty well. We're not going to get him cured of the cancer altogether. So right now it's just quality of life over quantity, and he's doing pretty good. He got out and mowed the yard yesterday, so he's doing pretty good. Okay, so off that subject, that's depressing. What else? What do you all talk about for an hour? Like, seriously? For an hour? I don't have kids to chat about. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I'm boring. Why did I start doing this? I don't have stories. Okay, what's that symbol? That is 51. Let's do 51. So yeah. I don't do any other crafts really. I dabble in stuff, but I'm not a big crafter. I do diamond painting. So, you know, it's not really going to be a crafting channel that I'm doing. It's, oh look, you can't even see what I'm doing. Have you been like that the whole time? Jesus. Get up there. Get up. There. No, look, just behave. Okay. I'm really hoping that you've been able to see what I've been doing, or otherwise I've just wasted my time. And I'm not doing this again, so I do apologise if you haven't been able to see. I'm more worried about my ramblings than I am whether you can see me or not. You're not watching me anyway, let's be honest. Nobody watches a whip and chat to watch what we're doing. We just like it for the background noise. That's all it is, just background noise. But hopefully I'll have some stories for you through over the time. I'm going to give this 12 months, see how I go in 12 months time with the channel. If I enjoy what I'm doing and I'm doing okay with it, let's pretend like I get used to talking to myself in an empty room without feeling like I need a straight jacket. One of the come hug me jackets, hug myself jackets. If I like what I'm doing and I'm really enjoying it, I'll keep going with it. Apart from that, I might just let it be and not worry about doing any more. Or, you know, we'll just wait and see. But 12 months down the track, and we'll find out how it's all going, how everything's going. You know, I might even, through the whip and chat, have different facts that, what did I say this was, 25? No, 51. 51, that's okay. Might have random facts that I'll talk about, maybe. I don't know. I'll find something interesting to talk about. I hope. Bloody hope. See, like I said, I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I'm just me. I don't work because of my anxiety. So, you know, it's not crippling anxiety, but, you know, when I do work, the last time I worked, like I said, was about 3-4 years ago when we came back to town from Gladstone. And I think I went off on a tangent when I started saying that. So when we came back to town, I went to our local bakery and I got a job, and I was there probably 3 days, and they had me starting at like some ungodly hour of the morning, like 6 o'clock. Who's awake at 6? Come on. Still taste the toothpaste from the night before. Well, you can. And it was like the 3rd day I was there, and I found myself, I pulled up and I sat in the car and I looked at the front of the bakery, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't go in. And I'd had anxiety before that with my job that I had in Gladstone, but the lady that I was working for in Gladstone, she was awesome. She was an older lady, and if I went in and I was upset, because I'd get up when I was in Gladstone, I'd get up and I'd get dressed, and it was about a 10 to 15 minute drive into work from where I lived. So depending on whether I got red light, green light at the lights, whether the traffic was bad, whether it was good, what day or night I was working, all depended on how I reacted as well. So, you know, I'd get up, and sometimes by the time I got to work, I was a blubbering idiot. I couldn't breathe, I cried, I barely talked some days. You know, some days I couldn't even get out of the car. I would actually call my boss from sitting inside the car and I would just go, look, I'm sorry, I cannot come in. It was only a little corner store. I've just bumped that camera again. It was only a little corner store that I was working at, and like, it wasn't overly busy. Everyone there was really nice. You know, I was front end checkout chick. We only had one register. Like I said, just a little corner store. Had a bit of a cafe part, hot food, you know, and everybody there was lovely. But yeah, there were days where I would literally pull up and I'd just be like, nope, can't do this today. And anybody that has anxiety knows what it's like. But if you've never felt or had a panic attack or an anxiety, I've got to stop hitting that camera. If you've never had a panic attack or an anxiety attack, I hope you never do. I really do, because it's horrible. It is horrible. You know, when you're not used to it, you sort of don't know what's going on. Sorry, there's crap in my drills. You know, and you're not used to it. 24. This is annoying me. I keep looking at it and then not doing anything about it. So, you know, but the lady I worked for, she was really good. I'd walk in, and depending on how upset I was, she could always tell. I don't know how, but she could always tell that whether I needed to go home or whether, you know, if she sent me out the back, whether I'd be fine after a little bit. I'd walk in, I'd go, I can't do this today, I need to go home. And she'd be like, no, you're right, just go out the back, wash your face, calm down, we'll get you to work. Yeah, she was really lovely. And then other days, you know, and that'd work. Like, I'd go out the back and I would wash my face and I'd have a drink and I'd calm down. And I'd get to work and she'd keep me busy enough that it'd keep my mind off whatever was going through my head. Sometimes nothing was going on in my head. Well, that's the story of my life. Nothing going on up there. Nope, abandoned sign up there. Yep, no one home. But then days, you know, I'd go in and I'd be really upset and I'd be like, no, I can't do this today. And she'd be like, no, you're right, you go home, you take a day for you, you know. And they're the days that I think I really did need to go home. She knew. She was really, really good. Yeah, I go home and I cuddle up with the dog. My tan dog, Shyla, she's just, I don't know what I would have done without her. She's just been brilliant the whole time I've had her with my anxiety and depression. Like, even now, if I'm having a bad sort of a downer or something like that, she's my go-to dog. Like, I'll just go to her and give her a cuddle, and, you know, or if I'm outside and I'm feeling a bit down, she will. She's that sort of dog. She'll come to you and, you know, she knows when you need a cuddle and, you know, when you need a bit of Shyla time, I guess. Whereas my other dog, Halo, she's like, meh, you don't have food. You'll be right. Suck it up, princess. So, you know, Halo's like that. If you don't have food, she don't want to know you. She don't care. But Shy's very empathetic. I think that's the right word. With how people are feeling, and I reckon if I had a child, that she would be a nana dog. You know, like, you wanted a babysitter, that dog would keep that kid out of trouble. Whereas Halo would be like, get that kid away from me, I'm gonna eat it. No, she wouldn't, but Halo's a bit on the crankier side. whereas Shy is she is just so calm and relaxed, and she's a loving dog. I've never seen a dog so loving as her. She's really good. But yeah, without Shy, I don't know how I would have managed. Like, before my anxiety and depression got really bad, my partner had pretty much nothing to do with anybody that had depression and anxiety and that. So when I did get bad, like, I've had it for years, ever since Mum had lung cancer years and years and years ago. Like, Mum's still with us. Mum's fine. And I think that's what triggered my depression years ago. That and the guy I was seeing at the time, this was an absolute dick. Disclaimer, I might use a bit of language. He was an absolute dick. I don't know why I was with him for so long, because that relationship, both me and him, were very toxic towards one another. And looking back at that, I can see that now, whereas while we were in the relationship, it was a toxic relationship, but we were just too close to the situation, we couldn't see it. He actually broke up with me while Mum was on the operating table getting the cancer cut out of her lung. I didn't even know, because Mum's always been a very petite person. I didn't know whether she was going to make it. We had no idea, as far as we knew. She was still on that table being operated on. And he decided that that's when he thought it was a good idea. Hey, let's go and tell her we're breaking up. Yeah, you're a dickhead. So, I gotta love those exes. But I can't say I was innocent either. But I think that's when all my anxiety and my depression started. And then just over the years, with the drama that I had in Gladstone, it got worse. So, and my partner now, my current partner, he's great. He's learnt a lot with me, and well, it was either with him, it was either, look, you're either going to learn to deal with this, or there's the door. Because I wasn't going to sort of pussyfoot around it. I said, this is how it is. So he's dealt with it, and can't say he's doing anything wrong. He's there for me when I need him. He's been great. Can't fault him. Well, like him, he's a man. He's a man. They've all got faults. They've all got faults. Anybody that says their man's perfect, they're lying. Yeah, they're lying. All men have faults. Oh, look. Now I've just had a battery light come on, and I've only done another 15 minutes. Yay! Let me pause you here. Okay, just hold. There we go. This is going to be the worst first video ever in the history of videos. And now I'm just going to tuck that up and over there so it's out of my way, and just have you bounce around for a bit. Just go bounce around for a little bit. Right, what do we got? So yes, let's see. Where am I up to? Well, look, now I can't even find my, find the symbol. I know it's there. There it is, 50. So, yeah. So, I'm a very solitary person. I've got one or two close friends, and that's it. I'm one of those people, I don't want a lot of friends. I'm happy with my own company. Always have been. Always. Ever since I was a kid. Even when I was little, like, Mum would literally, we'd go shopping, and you know, most kids are like, I want this toy. I was like, can I have a pad of paper? Mum's like, what do you want paper for? Because I want to draw. And that was me. I'd sit down, she'd give me pen, paper, scissors, crayons. I don't remember me ever having paint. Probably a good reason for that. And, oh, I'll have to tell you about when I painted Mum's walls once. I did murals all over it. Not when I was a kid. No, that was my brother. That was both of my brothers. They painted one of our relatives' houses while they were away, and they did big Sesame Street characters all over their house. And then Mum found out and locked them in the bathroom while she flogged them. That was years ago. That was about before I was born. I'm the youngest of 4. The next one up from me is my brother, and he's 15 years older than me. I'm 38 this year, 39 this year. We're in a new year, god damn it. 39, I'm pushing 40. I'm getting old. I don't want to get old. Old sucks. Oh look, I can't wait to get this new video out, I tell you. It hasn't even been a full hour, I don't think. And it's driving me nuts. But yeah, I was the sort of kid, Mum would sit me down on the floor, a pad of paper, some pencils, crayons, scissors, you know, an old magazine, and I'd cut pictures out and I'd stick them on the paper, and I'd draw pictures, and I was always doing that sort of thing. Excuse me. Always doing that sort of thing. I was a very crafty kid. In school, I was always very quiet. On my report card, every teacher would say how polite and quiet I was. But considering how polite and quiet I wasn't learning anything, because, you know, my grades were never great. I was never an academic. Never. You couldn't make me learn for nothing. Couldn't, unless I was interested in the subject. I didn't want to know. You know, I just didn't want to know. I didn't interact with the other kids. If it was a group project, I dreaded having the teacher go, righto, get into groups, pair up with your partner. And I'm just like, do I have to? I don't wanna. Can't I just do this project by myself? I'll do all the work. But then I was sort I'd get in the group and I wouldn't do anything because I wouldn't interact with anybody else. I was always Mum said I was shy. That's the word she used. She said I was shy. I was just antisocial, I think. I just didn't like kids. Didn't like them then, don't like them now. It's not that I don't like kids. They're weird. Kids are weird. They are. Kids are weird. I don't like them. And everywhere I go, they stare at you. Kids stare. I remember when I was a little girl, one thing my mother always... Oh, where'd that go? One thing Mum always taught me was don't stare at people. Don't stare at people. It's rude. Or if you were crying when you were little, that person's staring at you. You better stop crying. It's like, let them fucking stare. I don't care. But yeah. Oh God. But I was a quiet kid. It wasn't until I started work, because I never graduated. Mum always said, when you get a job, you can leave school. Mate, I would have got a job when I was 5 if I could have, because I hated school. I probably wouldn't have half the problems I would now if I had left school when I was 5. I'd have a whole brand new set of problems. But so, you know, as soon as I could get a job, I got a job. I was out of there. I got a job in retail, and that was me. I've been in and out of retail ever since. And it's only been the past, like I said, past 3-4 years that I haven't worked. And if it, you know, if I could cure my anxiety and fix it, like I am trying, like I said, I'm medicated. It doesn't help. Well, it helps to an extent. Helps the breakdowns and the psycho outbursts. Well, sort of. But if I could cure my anxiety so I could go back to work, I would. Because I enjoyed being able to say, yes, I earned that money. I earned that. You know, I don't. And over here in Australia, if your partner earns a certain wage, like I know in America they have welfare. Here in Australia we have what's called Centrelink. And so if your partner earns a certain amount, you will not get anything from Centrelink. Because they expect your partner to pay for everything. And I find that a bit unfair. They shouldn't have to, well, I suppose I should be, now you're not going to be able to see that. Yep, and that's just happened. We've got stuff everywhere. Yep, that just happened. Love it. Love it a lot. Well, I'm hoping I got an airing. So I'm going to leave it there. My little unicorn. And my little gummy bear. I'm hoping I got an airing. So I'm going to leave it there. That's what I'm working on. So I'm going to clean up this mess, and I shall see. Oh, look, I can hear them hitting the floor. Literally hear them hitting the floor. Oh, look, I'm just knocking them down everywhere. I know we all do it, but did it really have to happen today? Like now? Like right now? Look, I'm going to leave it there. I'll do another whip and chat in the next couple of days. I'll get this mess cleaned up. Hopefully I'll be onto the little dragon next time. There he is. Next time you see on this diamond. Next time you see me. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, I'll whip and chat in the next couple of days. Put that up. I'm going to learn some editing techniques at the moment. I just want to string this video together. I did want to do one big long video, but it hasn't worked out that way. I've had to stop a couple of times. So we'll string it all together and we're going to upload it, and hopefully that all works. So yes, I may even cancel this one and do a brand new one. Oh, I couldn't be bothered. Right. But anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Don't forget to press that like and possibly subscribe. I know it's my first video. Just give me a chance. Give me a chance. I'm begging you. Thanks guys. Bye.